Hello from China. Yes, I'm back in China. It feels crazy to be back because I was home for so long. I was back home in England for like a month and a half. So quite a while really. My longest holiday back in England from China. So yeah, it feels a little strange being back in China, but it feels good. It feels good back to be back here, back in my apartment. Yeah. Back to my routine on my e-bike. I missed my e-bike so much. So that's my e-bike, and I actually got a new helmet today. Just arrived about an hour ago from Taobao. So it's like a baby blue color and it fits around the ears quite nicely. I got a helmet about 4 days ago. You know the ones that has like a gap around the ears, and my ear kept hitting the top of the helmet. Yeah, I think my ears are too far up my head, I think. Are they? No, just me? Well, anyway, they were hitting the top of the helmet. Maybe the helmet was too small. Maybe the helmet was for a baby. I don't know. I never really checked the sizes, to be honest, so I can't even put on now. So anyway, really happy with this helmet. It was only like maybe £5, 5 British pounds, and yeah, covers my ears so my ears don't hurt anymore. And I like the color, baby blue. Why do they call it baby blue, that color? Is this like adult green? What a silly name, baby blue. Anyway, I'm rambling all. So yeah, I'm just going to have a drive on my e-bike today. It's evening, so it's going to get dark soon, so I better get a move on really before it starts getting dark. There's a highway there being built. Before I left China to go to England on a holiday, it was hardly built. Yeah, so I'm going to check it out right now. It's just behind me, and let's see how far it's been built. And I'm guessing a lot of it has been built because in China, here in China, they build very, very fast. It's quite amazing actually how fast they build things. So yeah, let's have a drive around and let's see the highway. Let's see how much of it has been built. So I'm heading towards the highway now. So that's the highway. Ooh, bump on the road. Right, if we go under the bridge, we can see it a little better. There's a better look. So that's the highway. Let's see how much of it has been built. Right, so last time I think it stopped here last month. Around here it stopped here. So, ooh, a lot of it has been built actually. If you look straight forward, you can see it clearly from the scaffolding. There's no scaffolding here, so you can see it clearly. Oh wow, there is a lot that has been built actually. Let's keep driving. Look how wide it is as well. It's so wide. So it has been done quite quickly actually, considering how wide it actually is. Right, let's drive a little ahead. Let's see where it ends. I just can't believe how wide it is. It's huge. It's absolutely enormous. Ooh, bumpy road, bumpy road. Right, so let's have a look. And I think it stops there. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, just over there, if you can see. Stops there. So yeah, quite a lot has been built actually in the month and something I've been away. So yeah, wow. So they haven't only built that direction, they've also built that way too. So quite a lot that has been built in the time I've been away. And considering how thick it is and how thick that mud is, my bike's stuck. Just driving through the park now. What a beautiful day. It's actually not too hot at the moment. It's like bearable weather. earlier on was very, very hot. Scorching hot. Too hot, some might say. But yeah, evening time is upon us, so it's nice and cool at the moment. Well, not very cool, just like average weather. That's the park. Look how beautiful it looks. The mountains in the background. A lot of green, which is nice to see. A lot of green. Parking up here. Probably going to enjoy the view of the river. Is it a river or a lake? I'm saying it's a lake. Look how gorgeous it looks. So let me park up. Let's have a look down there. Right. I've still got my helmet on. I am a helmet. Oh wow. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. Look at this park. Oh, it's beautiful. So if you want to cross the park, there's a bridge there, big bridge over there. Just cross it, then you can go actually up onto the mountain if you really wanted to. If you can be bothered, if you've got the energy. Someone fishing over there, chilling. Best time for fishing, to be honest. I'd love to go fishing. I've never been fishing in my life. I'd love to go fishing. What a beautiful day. Look at that, so relaxing. Now I've still got my helmet on. What's that all about? Ooh-wee. So yeah, what a beautiful day. Have a look at that. Do you like that rotation? Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? So majestic. I do miss home, I do miss England because I had a great time there. It was actually sad to leave, to be fair. But leaving England to come to this, it's not so bad. Glad to be back as well, of course. It's always the first few days, isn't it, when you leave home. You're quite emotional kind of thing, the first week or so, or the first few days. But yeah, as soon as I start work, I think it'll just go back to normal, back to reality. Just going to put my helmet there. Yeah, I think the trick is to start work, and as soon as I do start work, it'll be just like I've never left China really. So yeah, back to normal, which will be good. Just back to routine. Yeah, I love doing this, having a walk on an evening. I don't really like walking during the day so much. It's just too hot in the summer, usually too hot. But like this kind of time, like 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7, excellent time to walk in the park, or just to walk anywhere really, around the city. Just very, very relaxing. So yeah, hopefully soon I'll be doing a lot of food reviews. So I'll probably be doing a lot of takeaway videos, buying a takeaway and yeah, just reviewing the takeaway, including these videos, obviously walking around, you know, vlogging around the streets, you know, the shopping malls and the parks like this. The gorgeous, gorgeous parks. It's like a picture from a movie. And I'm in it. If you had a girlfriend or boyfriend and you took them to this park, that would be a great picture, just on that bridge. How romantic is that? Or even just sitting there, looking at the great view. Imagine just standing on that bridge, right in the center, and having a nice kiss. A nice sloppy French, no, let's not go there. But anyway, yeah, very romantic. Yeah, great area. And the park goes all the way around, all the way up there. But right now, I can't be bothered with that. I've had to register with the police station, because if you leave the country, you have to register with the police station when you come back to China. So I've just done that about an hour ago. So yeah, I had to travel all the way to the city where I work, register with the police station, then come back all the way back to the city where I live, because I work in a different city, you see. So yeah, it's been a long day, but it's all sorted. I'm registered, I'm legal. Well, I'm legal anyway, but you have to register when you leave the country, even on holiday. So if I go to, I don't know, Thailand next week, I'm not. But if I did, when I come back from Thailand, I'll have to go to the police station here and register with them saying I left the country, I'm back now. It's quite a smooth operation. It only took like 15 minutes, no longer than that. Old reliable. Let's drive around here, check out some more of the views. Let's see if there's any more romantic spots for the romantic couples. I'm so glad it's not so hot. Like I said earlier on, it was so hot, too hot to be outside, to be honest. The weather right now is absolutely perfect. So I think when they build the highway, yeah. Oh, there's some more of the highway. Oh wow, there must be like a missing part in the middle, then they've built even more of it. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Oh bloody hell. So I think past the gap they've been building even more. Oh wow, they have built a lot. Let's go around, let's see how much more they've built. This e-bike driver's brave. Very tight squeeze. That's what she said. Oh bloody hell, it's like a Mission Impossible. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, they have built a lot. So yeah, that's what China can do in a month. They can do a lot in a month, I tell ya. I've just parked up, so I'm going for a little walk before I head home. So yeah, for the people that are curious what I thought of England when I went back, I loved England. I went to a lot of different cities I've actually never been to before. Yeah, we investigated the cities, looked at the scenery, absolutely beautiful. The thing that I realized that was very, very different to England, because I don't go to England that often because I live in China now. I can't just hop on a plane and go to England, you know, it's not cheap and it's a little far. I can only go when I've got like a national holiday here in China for at least 2 weeks. I realize the prices, I think that's the biggest. I mean, the prices are going up everywhere around the world. But I'm obviously comparing China to England. I'm obviously, because I live in China and England, do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of comparing just the two. And the prices in England have went up so high. Or maybe Britain in general, but I only went to England when I went back home. The prices, crazy prices. Obviously, if you got a smaller watermelon, it would have been cheaper, but this was big. But £9 for a watermelon. So yeah, that was a shock. And it wasn't just that, it was just a lot of things. It was just so expensive. I stayed in a few Airbnbs, and I mean, I'm not whinging here. I'm not whinging at all. Like, I love England. I love going back there. I'm just basically just telling you facts of what I noticed while I was there. Like the Airbnbs, I stayed in quite a few Airbnbs when I went to different cities, and the prices were, I guess, like the hotels, not much different than the hotels, but there was like a cleaning cost. It's the first time I kind of stopped in an Airbnb, but there was a cleaning cost which I didn't know about, and sometimes were like 50, 60, 70 pounds for like a cleaning fee, which you wouldn't pay in a hotel. So I thought, because I'm going to so many different cities in England, it'll be cheaper getting an Airbnb rather than a hotel, like 50, 60, 70, 80 pound for a night in a hotel. Get Airbnb, it'll be cheaper. But then I didn't know about the cleaning fees. Then you have to pay like £150 deposit for some places, not all. But yeah, the cleaning fee has got me. I'm whinging now. Sorry, I'm whinging. I'm only whinging because I've spent so much money, so much money. I had a lot of savings before I went to England, and I literally just blew everything, nearly everything. So I've only got a little left now, just till payday, just survival money. I'll be on rice and water until I get paid. But yeah, I loved England. Yeah, I'm not whinging. I loved England. It's great. It's just everything's went up dramatically. Like a lot of things have went up here in China, to be fair. Like food prices in the supermarket, things have went up, but not dramatically, do you know what I mean? But I just noticed a big change in England. So yeah, I think that's the biggest change I've noticed while I was in England, is the prices. Everything's just so high, so high. I guess Aldi, Lidl are still reliable for cheap stuff back home. I didn't go in, but I'm guessing so. It's always been cheap and reliable. But yeah, prices in general have risen a lot, and I'm going to stop talking about that because it sounds like I'm whinging, but I'm not. It's just because I blew all my money, which is my own fault, because it was just like a long holiday, like a month. I think it was like more or less a month and a half. I'd say maybe a little less, maybe around about exactly a month and a half. But yeah, had a great time in England, blew my money. Only myself to blame. I have to start saving now for the next time I go back home to England. Maybe Chinese New Year, I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe Chinese New Year. It's quite late, the Chinese New Year this time around. I think it's like middle of February sometime, or maybe even later February. So yeah, so our holidays might be the beginning of February. Tongue twister, February. So if I go back to England, it will probably be February for like maybe 3 weeks, not long. The Chinese New Year holidays this year, I don't think they're going to be that long, because Chinese New Year it's like in the middle of February sometime. So that's all right. 3 weeks is still good. It's not a month and a half. It might make me spend less money, not so much money like this time. I can't believe how much I spent. But to be fair, most of my time there wasn't even at home. It was just in Airbnbs around the country. So yeah, of course I was going to waste a lot of money. So yeah, be sensible when you go to England. Take a lot of money and don't blow it like I did. It's very quiet in the park, and I'm guessing it's because it's tea time, dinner time, tea time, whatever you want to call it. Some nice balloons in the trees over there. Are they balloons? No, I think they are some kind of lanterns, not balloons. Silly Arif, not balloons. So yeah, it's very, very quiet. I feel like I'm the only one in the park. I'm not, because I can hear people behind me. But yeah, it's quite nice, calming walk actually. Let's walk this way. I can see some people in the distance over there. I think someone riding a bike. There's a lake again. Right, I had an argument with my friend back home in England about this, right? Because it's very confusing actually. Right, the meal we have during like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, a lot of us call it lunch, right? Or most of us do. And the meal we have now, like 6 o'clock, 6:30, I guess we call it, or most people call it dinner. So I would say lunch and dinner. So I think I said it to my friend once back home. I can't remember when exactly. It must have been a night out. And he was saying, lunch and dinner? What the hell are you talking about? It's, and I've never heard this one before. This is the first time I heard this one. He said dinner, so what we have at like 12, 1 o'clock is dinner. And the one we have at like 6 o'clock is tea, so dinner and tea. I mean, I've heard of lunch and tea, lunch and dinner. I've heard of lunch, supper. I've never heard of dinner and What did he say? He said dinner. What did he say? What did I just say? I forgot. I'm losing my mind. He said dinner and tea. Sorry, he said dinner and tea. I've never heard of dinner and tea. I always thought it was lunch and something. So yeah, if you don't mind commenting below, what would you say? Would you say lunch and dinner? I think that's what I say. I don't even know what I say. I started getting confused when he was explaining it to me. So I think I'd say lunch and dinner. And if you have a midnight snack or like a later snack at like 10, I'd call that supper maybe. I don't know. That's what I think, but apparently it's more confusing than that. So let me know what you call those two. Of course, the first one is breakfast. Let's not argue about that. Or are we going to argue about that? Surely it's breakfast. Then it's brunch before lunch, then lunch. Well, I think it's lunch. He's saying dinner. A few people chilling over there. Nice to see, nice to see. Some kids riding their bikes over there. Everyone is chilling. Some people playing football. Or soccer. If you're American, soccer. It's football. I got a new passport when I was back home actually. And the problem is, I got a new visa just before I left. But it's in my old passport. So I'm going to have to get a completely new visa in maybe a few days. I think Monday. So yeah, a couple of days time I have to go for the visa again, even though I got a visa like a month ago, but because it's on my old passport and now I've got a new passport because my old passport was run out of date. I hope I don't have to pay the full money again. I think it's for a full visa. It's how much was it? 800 renminbi, which is like 90 British pounds for the year, which is not bad at all, like. But I already paid it last month. I don't want to pay it again, so hopefully I don't have to pay it again. And yeah, but I need a new one. Can someone tell me what that noise is? What's the name of that bug that's making that noise in the tree? Can you hear it? It's not a bird. I'm sure it's just a lot of bugs making the noise. I'm very curious actually to what it is. There was actually someone here a few months ago with a long stick picking them up. They were quite big bugs, but yeah, I don't know what name they go by. Yeah, if you know, let me know. Just heading towards the bike now because I'm out of breath. I'm really unfit, like very unfit. I've became unfit as soon as I got my e-bike. I love my e-bike, but I use it too much. Getting my e-bike has stopped me from walking anywhere, but I can't live without my e-bike. To be fair, as sad as it sounds, I missed my e-bike when I was back home. So when I was back home, things I missed about China, I'll say that. I missed my apartment. I love my apartment. I live there on my own, so I've got my own space. Yeah, just like, you know, it's like my own home kind of thing, which is nice. So I missed my apartment when I was in England. I missed my e-bike. E-bikes are not really a thing in England. I think maybe London, but even in London, they're not really a thing, if you know what I mean. It's like a daily thing here. It's a part of life, e-bikes here. But yeah, I think maybe in London somebody told me there's a few e-bikes around, but not in the north. I never seen any e-bikes in the north of England. I live in the north of England. I didn't see one. Maybe there is. I didn't see them. So yeah, e-bike, my apartment. I guess how cheap things are. I missed that as well. Like I said, I spent a lot of money back home, and I don't regret spending all that money. You know, I had a lot of fun, but I did miss how cheap China was, to be fair. Just getting a bowl of rice for like under £1, you know. Nice rice, fried rice. So very affordable. Cans of Coke. So expensive back home in England. I was paying nearly £1 or over £1 in many cases. Bottle of Coke, small bottle of Coke, 1.85. I'm not whinging, I'm just saying. But here, like, bottles of Coke are like 30 pence, 35 pence. So yeah, big price difference, which helps me a lot if I'm trying to save to go back to England for another holiday next year. But anyway, yeah, so those are the things I missed from China. Of course, I miss my friends here in China, which I've done a food test with them, actually, a food tasting test. It's like a short video, not a long video, not a long format video, but I might still post it on YouTube. It's like, you know, you have the landscape and the portrait. It's like a portrait video, but interesting video showing my Chinese friends here in China some British snacks, and they were trying them. So yeah, I will post it, but like I said, it's not landscape, it's portrait, so I hope you don't mind. But it's an interesting video to see what my friends think of British snacks. I got them 3 British snacks, very random British snacks. I'm a random person because I got a lot of British snacks for myself. Oh, that's a cute dog, it's a cute little doggy. Because I got a lot of British snacks, so I don't miss home so much. But yeah, I got them 3 to try, and the one that I like the most is very surprising, very surprising. I did not think they would like that snack, one of the snacks, but they did, and they liked it the most. So I'll probably post it after this video sometime, maybe. But yeah, keep checking the channel and you'll see it. I'm just heading towards the bike now. It should be just up those steps over there. And now I'm probably heading home to get some dinner or tea. But I'm not going to call lunchtime dinner. Or am I? Ugh, who knows? It's like I've done 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. I'm absolutely shattered. Why am I so unfit? Look at that view. It's gorgeous, I tell you, gorgeous. So yeah, this was just a normal vlog, really. I'm back home kind of vlog. Just walking around the park, yeah. Nothing very interesting, but yeah. I like doing these sorts of vlogs, just talking rubbish, telling you about my day. Helps me as well. It's like a stress reliever. So yeah, but sometimes I'll take you to show you something interesting, like food reviews, going to different towns, cities, like I usually do. But sometimes I also like doing these natural videos, just walking around and talking a lot of rubbish. Another mistake I made when I went back home to England, because I didn't know when I was coming back to China, I booked a single ticket to England, single ticket. And when I came back to China, I had to obviously book another single ticket, and that was like nearly £1,000 just for a single ticket. So never book single tickets, book a return. I will never ever make that mistake again. But to be fair to me, I did not know the price would be so high just for a single ticket to China. And it never used to be before. It's just a recent thing, I think, because there's not a lot of travel to China at the moment, not like they used to be years ago, but it is picking up. And the other reason is I just didn't have a clue when I was coming back. I just didn't know. I didn't even guess. I think that was my problem. I didn't even guess. I should have just guessed the date and, you know, just went for that and booked a return ticket, but I didn't even guess. So none of us had a clue when to come back. But yeah, next time I go, I'll sit down and have a clue. Because I'm not paying £1,000 for a single ticket ever again. I'm never making a mistake again. So yeah, that's where a lot of my money did go as well, booking single tickets. Yeah, never again. There she is, old reliable. She's always here when I remember where she's parked. Right, helmet on a helmet. If you get the joke, it's not that funny, but you know. Right, helmet on, and now to drive home. If I can find my key. key in the ignition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. I better not be singing his songs. Right. Get out of here. Go here. Check for cars. And we are safe and sound. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys. There's a new metro station getting built in the city and a train station. They're not open yet. I think they are built but not open yet, so maybe one day I can make a video over there like when they first open. I think they're open at the end of the year, so yeah, a few months time we'll have a running metro station or tube station, whatever you want to call it, and a train station. That's so exciting. Very, very exciting times for the city, because we've never had a tube station or a train station ever here. So yeah, exciting times. So yeah, hopefully I'll make a video of both of them when they're open, see how easy it is to travel on them and how cheap they are, what the expenses are using them. I don't know if you can hear me because it's quite windy over here. So yeah, I'm just going to end the video there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, it's just a normal video telling you I'm back in China now, so there's going to be a lot of China content, or shall I say China content. Glad to be back. Yeah, so I hope you're looking forward to the new videos that are coming very, very soon. So I hope you enjoyed, and be good, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one. Boom! On the way to Amarillo, every day I be hugging my head, singing songs of Amarillo. Sweet Maria, wait for me. Yeah, stop singing, mate.